I think all historians want to look for hinge moments, those key moments where everything turns and it's never going to be the same again from that point onwards. And in my view, there are three key hinge moments in the Second World War, two that have always been acknowledged or pretty much acknowledged. One of them is Guadalcanal, which was the turning point in the Pacific when the American forces invaded Guadalcanal in the Solomon Islands, and this is the start of the pushback of the Japanese advances. It's the first offensive by the Americans, and in a really brutal 6-month-long campaign, they defeat the Japanese, and it's backwards all the way for the Japanese from that point onwards. So that's really the turning point in the Pacific. The turning point on the Eastern Front is generally considered to be Stalingrad. That's the furthest point that Axis forces got, certainly in terms of geography, furthest point east they got. So what is the big turning point in Western Europe? In my view, it's the capture of North Africa. It's Tunisgrad. And the clue is in the name. Most people, myself included, think that it was given by the Germans themselves, the German public, who considered the defeat and were talking about it alongside and as bad as Stalingrad, just like Goebbels was. And so to call it Tunisgrad, it's like, oh my God, it's happened again. But they recognize the significance of the defeat. If you give away a big chunk of your air force, if you lose your key ally in Western Europe, and then you open up the whole of Southern Europe to invasion, which you've got to counteract, of course, with troops. We know how many German troops are going to have to fight in Italy. There's a constant fear that, there are going to be Allied landings elsewhere. That, to me, was the beginning of the end for the Germans in Western Europe.